Okay, good evening all. So today we are about to finish the lesson, so which is networking lesson. So we have already discussed about this network and network devices and what they are doing, and also we discuss about network topologies. Basically, topology means arrangement of the networks. Topology is the arrangement. We discussed there are two kind of topologies: logical topology and physical topology. So one is logical topology, which explain logical communication in this network, and the physical topology, on the other hand, it explains how it is arranged. So that we have discussed last day. Okay, so this is June note. And let me open that. Okay, today we have to discuss about advantages and disadvantages. Advantages as well as the disadvantages of networks. So advantages, actually not disadvantages, and the issues. So advantages and the issues. Okay, so here you can see these are the devices that we discuss, and we discuss about the topologies, physical and logical topology last day. And so let's see how the computers are arranged again, and after summarizing that, I can move to the next part. So star topology is like the centralized device, like a switch or hub is there, and other devices are connected to this switch or hub. So that is called star topology. I said that, right? I said that when star topology is there, so it can be something like this even. So no need to be like, no need to take the shape of star. So the centralized switch or hub can be there like this, and the computers can be connected this way. The first computer, second computer, third computer, fourth computer, fifth computer. So all the computers are in line. So this is not line topology. This is also star topology. Okkama computers mein එක line එකේ තිබ්බ කියලා හිතන්න. Still, this is star topology, right? Still, this is star topology. එක line එකේ තිබ්බ කියලා ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ. අපි මෙතනදී බලන්නේ කොහොමද මේක connect වෙලා තියෙන්නේ. How these are connected. It's connected to a central single place. That is switch or hub. So we discussed the differences between switch and hub. So switch is intelligent and hub is less intelligent. This is the central place or the concentrator. So this topology can be easily break down. So if the switch or hub fail, the entire network will be down. But so wiring failures, like if there is an error in this wire, that won't affect other computers. If there's error in this wire, that won't affect other computers. But so bus topology, if this central line is damaged or central communication line, the base line is damaged, then every computer will be affected. So that is the bus topology. So bus topology is basically, I saw that the CME-V cable, Southeast Asia, Middle East, and Western Europe. So what is CME-V cable? Can you remember? CME-V cable කියන්නේ මොකක්ද? Southeast Asia, Middle East, Western Europe. What is this CME-V cable? Yes, Pute? Yes. CME-V cable කියන්නේ මොකක්ද? මම පෙන්නවා ගේ සතියේ. දෙසාන්දි, සනෝලි, දිමත්, බස් ටොපොලොජි එකට තියෙන එකක් තමයි CME-V cable එක. මොකක්ද CME-V cable එකෙන් වෙන්නේ? Yes. Okay, so you are super silent. So did I explain about CME-V cable? Yes or no? CME-V cable එකක් ගැන මම කිව්වද? නැද්ද? නැත්තම් නෑ කියලා හරි කියන්නේ. අකිල? Yes or no? So
No,
it seems like you can't talk. I'll not give any chance here after it. So if you don't want to talk, so let's forget about that. So let's think this as a video class and you can just listen. So I'll not check any feedback, right? Because like you prefer that one. See, me, we. Southeast Asia, Middle East and Western Europe. That is the cable which connects these continents and subcontinents, and that is how we get internet. Right, that is how we get internet through the fiber line. This is a kind of bus topology network. So it has a central line, central base line, that is a fiber optic base line, optic fiber cable. So I already discussed about this, right? I already discussed about this, but I didn't explain much and I have not given any note, but I just said this is a fiber line. So this is how we get internet. We are connected to this CMEV cable system. CMEV means Southeast Asia, Middle East, Western Europe. So I said that we are also connected. Okay, so let's move to the next. And bus topology is there is a central baseline and all the computers or workstations or the computing devices are connected to this central baseline. But if something happen here, if this central line breaks, so then the entire communication will be entire communication will get an issue. And also when connecting and disconnecting computers to bus topology, when connecting and disconnecting computers, connecting and removing computers to the bus topology, you have to stop the communication as it is affecting the central line. So we need to stop communication temporarily. So that is also issue of this. But make it. So when it comes to this previous topology, star topology, anyone can come in and anyone can go. Anyone can connect anytime, anyone can be removed, right? Without affecting the others. අනිත් අයට බාධාවක් නැහැ අලුත් කෙනෙක් ආව හෝ ගියා කියලා. මෙතනදී එහෙම නැහැ. අලුත් කෙනෙක් ආවොත් හෝ ඉන්න කෙනෙක් ගියොත් මේක తాවකාලිකව නවත්ත ගන්න වෙනවා. We have to stop that temporary. Ring topology is similar to bus topology, but only thing is it is continuous loop. Ring topology එක ගත්තම ඒක continuous loop එකක්. It's similar to bus topology, but it is a continuous loop. Loop එකක් විදිහට තමයි තියෙන්නේ. Tree topology is a mixture of this star and bus. Bus එකට star connect වෙලා තමයි tree එක හැදෙන්නේ. You can see this is a central baseline. Central baseline is the bus topology. Funny line එකට connect වෙන bus topology. To the central line, so these switches are connected. Actually, to the switches, the other devices are connected. Switches to other devices means there is star topology. This portion is star topology. Mean the make star topology. This portion is star topology. This is star topology. But the central line or the middle line goes according to the bus topology. So it is mix of star and bus. So it has both advantages and disadvantages of star and bus. And so that is it. Then the next is mesh topology. In the mesh topology, every computer is connected to every other computer. So let's say there are 3 computers. So there are 3 computers. How many lines you need to connect 3 computers in mesh topology? How many wires you need? Sorry, I said that I won't ask questions. So you want to make this class less interactive, so let it be. Because if you're answering the questions, then I can, if you're answering the questions and if you're asking the questions, so this can be interactive, but I think that you need this class to be less interactive. As much as possible, you need this to be a silent class. So let it be. Are you going to answer this? How many lines you need to connect these 3 computers? If these are 3 computers, yes, Oniti?
3.
3. Okay, good. So some students are still there who want to ask questions. I'll give that chance because of them. Here you need 3 lines. If a new computer comes, then how many lines? If a new computer comes, then how many lines you need? Senoli?
5.
Yes, 1, 2, 3. You need 4 and 5. Is 5 enough or you need 6, right? You need 6. So why? So because 4 computers means like 4 computers. Just see, already there are 3 lines. The fourth one need to connect with other 3 computers, existing 3 computers. So 3 more needed. So it is 3 plus 3 is 6. The 5th computer comes. So how many lines you need? So let's say this is the 5th. How many lines you need? Already there are 6. And you need
10.
4 more, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 more lines. So then 6 and 4 is 10. So another computer comes. So then how many lines? The newcomer need to connect with each and every computer. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more lines. So already there was 10. So 10 plus 5 is 15. Can you understand how it draws the mesh topology?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So why this much of lines? Because like it is called a false tolerance network. False tolerance network. False tolerance network. Why is that? Because there are many lines. It is not easy to break this network. Not easy to break. Because let's say you have some terrorists, they have attacked this line, still there are ways to communicate. There are ways to pass the message. So let's say terrorists, they have break this line, still there are ways to pass the message. So it is false tolerance, very difficult to break because there are many lines. Okay, then come to the last part, the benefits of networking. So one very important thing is you can share resources, right? Here actually data and information can be shared, but rather than telling like that, I can say a common thing, share resources. Right, what are the resources that can be shared in network? So can you name a few resources you can share? Data and information. What else?
Documents.
Sorry, Pute?
Documents.
Yeah, documents come in under data information. Internet. Internet connection can be shared. Anything else? Internet connection can be shared. Data information can be shared. What else? You can share peripheral devices. So you can say such as what? Printers, scanners, hard disk. These things can be shared. You can share user login. You can share applications. Or software. Application or software you can share. So you please write down this. So share resources, actually benefit of networking. So one thing which is not there in the book as directly, but there are like points, but so you can commonly remember. It's easy to remember for the examination. Just remember share resources and what are the resources that can be shared. Those are listed here. Write down subheading benefits of networking. So one main benefit is share resource. Then please write this sub, like what you can share. So in front of that, you can make what you can share. Okay, පුතේ. Finish. Finish writing or still doing?
Finish, sir.
Finish, okay. So data information can be shared. So we learned that. So data or information in one hard drive or one disk or one user account can be easily shared with another user account. And so most common thing is sharing internet. So if you have a network in your school, so typically we buy only one internet connection. We are not going to buy one, like if there are 40 computers, we are not going to buy 40 connections. Computers 40ක් තිබ්බා කියලා connection 40ක් ගන්න internet connection. Internet connection එකයි ගන්න. That single connection will be shared to that 40 computers using networks. How we can share? Okay, let's say you are in star topology ki innawa කියලා හිතන්නකෝ. So how many of you are using routers? Puthe, can you raise your hand if you are using routers in your home? Routers, Oniti, okay, 3, 4. Right, so I can see like 4, 5 are using routers, right? So let's say your router is there. Router එක තියෙනවා නම්, so this router normally, so some routers, like some routers will number, some routers will allow you to connect multiple computers. ඔයාලා බලන්න router එකේ තියෙනවා RJ45. ඒ නැත්තත් Wi-Fi වලින් පුළුවන් නේ ඔයාලට. මම මෙතන Wi-Fi කියලා දානවා නිකන් මෙහෙම download. ඒතර Wi-Fi වලින් computers connect කරන්න පුළුවන්. එතකොට මේ router එකට සම්බන්ධ කරලත් computers connect කරන්න පුළුවන්. You can connect the computers to router, and also you can connect using Wi-Fi. Let's say you are connecting a mobile phone using Wi-Fi. So this is a network. Your router will get only one internet connection. So your router will get one internet connection, but that can be shared to all the devices connected to the router. So that is also kind of star topology network. That is also kind of star topology network. So router is capable of managing the star topology network. Actually, router has only one internet connection. Yeah, it will be shared to other computers. So make if you are having multiple computers, at least you have 2 computers in your home. The computer that you use, yes, the computer, at least you are using 2 computers at your home. So tell me if you don't have 2 computers in your home. ගෙදර computers දෙකක් නැති කට්ටිය පොඩ්ඩක් අත උස්සන්න. If you don't have 2 computers in your home, please raise your hand. Be honest, right? Don't worry. So that is not something to be ashamed. ගෙදර computers දෙකක් නැති අය. Akila, do you think you don't have 2 computers? I'm not sure. So I think you have 2 computers. How many mobile phones you have? Smartphones? Kiyat තියෙනවද ගෙදර? Akila? How many smartphones you have? Your phone and your mother's phone. Let's say you have 2 smartphones. Yes. Then what? Smartphone is a microcomputer, right? Means you have 2 computers at your home. දැන් එහෙම ගෙදරක් හොයාගන්න නැති තරම් පුතේ. දැන් අනිවාර්යෙන්ම ගෙදරක smartphone දෙකක් තියෙනවාමයි. parent ළඟත් දෙන්න ළඟ තමයි දෙකක් තියෙනවා. නේද? අම්මා ළඟ එකයි තාත්තා ළඟ එකයි පුතා ළඟ එකයි. So at least you have 2 smartphones. So therefore you can't say you don't have 2 computers at home. Do you still think, Akila? Is it still true? No, right? You are having 2 computers. ඔයාලගේ ගෙදර computers දෙකක් තියෙනවා. ඒ තමයි smartphone. Smartphone දෙකක් තියෙනවා නම් connect කරන්න පුළුවන්. And so I personally know you, Akila. You have a computer at your home, and definitely you have a smartphone. So it means you have 2 computers, right? You cannot say no. ඒද හැමෝගේම ගෙවල් වල computers දෙකක් තියෙනවාමය. Right? අනිවාර්යය තියෙනවාම. මේකෙන්ද බය වෙන්න දෙයක් නැහැ. You have 2 computers at your home. So if you have those two computers now, you can do small practical about sharing resource. I'll do it now, right? So stay connected. I'll do small practical and help you share the resources. Understand this resource sharing. Okay, then, so since it can share the resource, it uses less space. And so here the resource sharing part is there. Because of the sharing, it needs less storage space. Ability to control a central software. So we call application sharing as well as a central software can work. So I'll show that as well. A centralized software can work in a server. An ability to connect to any, connect at anywhere and at any time. So you can connect to any computer anytime and acquire the resource. And you can provide centralized security. Right? You can provide centralized security to all the computers. You can provide security from one point. So let's say you are connecting to the internet and at your router, so it is possible to configure the security level for all the computers. Everything can be controlled in single point. And email facility can send and receive emails. The disadvantages. So again, so even though you can provide centralized security, there is a security issue. So let's say one computer is infected with a virus. If one computer is infected with a virus, the other computers have higher tendency to infect with the virus, same virus. Because network, the viruses can be spread. So if one computer is infected with a virus, so there is a possibility the other computers can also get infected. If your network is hacked, so it is possible to hack all the computers. Right? So that is also there. If your network is hacked, it is possible to hack all the computers. And if one computer is infected with the virus, higher possibilities there to spread the virus. So these are the issues. Then the network breakdown. So that is not a disadvantage of network, but so networking breakdown can break the communication layer, right? So let's say you have a computer network and you rely on the network, you trust the network, but if it breaks down, your communication will be altered. And virus infection, as I said, computer breakdowns, right? So these are actually not just for the network, even for the computers, this is affecting computer breakdown. And training requirements, yes, you need some knowledge to train the people. Phishing, spamming, so these are some other issues of networks. Please write these things. Phishing, so other issues, phishing, spamming, hacking, phishing, spamming, hacking are some other issues. Phishing means what? Set a trap and get your valuable information. Spamming, send in unsolicited messages. So in a network, it is possible to spread a message, unwanted, unwelcome, unwanted message, hacking, unauthorized access. So you cannot even see where these unauthorized people are coming from because they are connected to the network and they can come and hack your computer. So unauthorizedly access your computer. So these are some other security issues that can cause in network. So please write down this as well. Let's do small practical to see how resource sharing happens in the network. So I prefer if one of you can share. So if you have mobile and your mobile phone as well as your computer nearby, so that is better, right? Both two devices, mobile phones දෙකකට වඩා computer එකයි mobile phone එකයි තියෙනවා නම් හොඳයි. So you can do this with two mobile phones as well, but so let's do this with one computer and one mobile phone, right? So can anybody share the stream? Okay, Oniti. Good. So Oniti, please go to your browser, web browser. And type there XAMPP. XAMPP. X. Okay, so can you go to download, please? Yeah, click on advanced proceed, and yes, then you can download it. Okay, can you download the first one? Yeah. So others can also do this. So this will be useful in your future lessons in grade 11, not in grade 10, but in grade 11, you will need this. Yeah, just wait, it will be downloaded. So don't worry. So can you press Control and J key? Control key and J key. All right, still not downloaded. Just go back to the downloads now. Go back to that folder. Then click on the download, please. Okay. Just wait. Because it's going to start automatically. If not, can you scroll down to the product? Scroll down. It seems not downloading. Can you click on the link there? No, I would click here. If it doesn't start, click here. No, the above one. Okay, just wait. So then you can use can you see SAM Windows folder? SAM Windows. Yes, that one. Yes, click on that. Just click on that. Click on the folder. Yes. Yes. And yeah, that 7.4 version is better, so you can see it's harder. Yes, that one. Okay, there you can see this one, SAMP x64 installer. So you can see this one. Click on that. Okay, you can see it's going to be downloaded now. Okay. Right. Again, go to the advanced. Proceed. Okay, isn't it downloading? You have some date time error, I guess. Is it? Certificate date error, right? Okay. Don't worry. So can you go for share? Then WAMP. There is another alternative called WAMP. WAMP. Either SAMP or WAMP will work. So let's try for WAMP now. If SAMP is not working, you can download WAMP. Can you click on the 64-bit version? Please click on download now. Let's see whether it's going to download. You're getting the same error, means some issue in your, I think it's issue in your computer. So are you getting this error for all the downloads?
No, sir.
Yes?
No, sir.
So why is, okay, try for the unsafe option, but I'm not sure. So okay. Can you click download there? So there's a download. Yes, 64-bit version. Okay. No need to fill that. Close it. I don't know. So why is happening? Please go to the downloads and see whether is there anything there. No. Go back and search SAMP download. SAMP download. Just search SAMP download. So can you use another browser, web browser, instead of this Firefox maybe? Let's see, are you getting the same error? No, still getting, go to the advanced. Add exception. And confirm security exception. Confirm security exception. First option. Okay, save it. Right now we are getting that file. Maybe some issue in your web browser. So this arises sometimes when the certificate issues, and also you have to update the net time and some protocols to get this done. But anyway, so it's not the time to do that. So let's go with the defaults. After downloading, you need to install that. And this practical is very, very important today because you will continue this in grade 11. So everybody try to do this at least by looking at the video, right? So anyway, first of all, you have to download the application. Then you have to install. So shall we install it? Just follow the instructions and install it. So you will be prompted some question asking, do you not want to do changes, etc. Click yes to that, right? This version not compatible to old. You are running, I think, 32-bit version. So can you go back? So I think it's a version issue. Just go back. So select the 32-bit version. I think, no. I think the 64-bit version. Do you have 30 more downloads maybe? No, on the top. 32-bit. Go to more downloads, please. එතනම තිබ්බ more downloads here. That version compatibility is there. Click on SAMP Windows again. There, this time you have to select the 32-bit version. So click on the version 7, same. There, you have to select the 32-bit version. 64-bit, 64-bit, 64-bit. Can I see the 32-bit version? Is it there? Seems not there. So shall we search for 32-bit? SAMP 32-bit. Computer can support 32-bit. 32-bit, yes. No. Yes. Okay, so you can download that. Save the file. So after downloading, install that. It should work. Yeah, you can continue. Click off. Yes, go with the default settings and install. Okay, just wait until it install, right? We have to wait. So it will not take much time, so it will take only 5 minutes maximum. Okay, meanwhile, like I think it should be finished anyway. So let's do a small thing. While it install, yes, you can share with this, so I can tell you. Don't cancel it. Yes, if somebody else has done the installation, you can share the stream. I think her stream got cancelled for some reason. If not, please share. If somebody else has installed, please share the stream. Don't take much time. We need to finish this quickly. Can somebody else share, please? Only is interested in the lesson. Can the lesson again interest practical again? Sanoli, haven't you done? Akila, I think you have already installed Akila. Okay. So after installing, you will get this. This is only the screen. After installing, you will get this control panel when you run this. And what you need to do, you need to start these services. One is Apache, that is your web service, web application. Yes, please start. Click on start. Start button in front of that. Okay. Then if you wish, you can start MySQL service also, but that is not required this time, but you can do it. It's okay, you can start. That is the database, you can allow the access. Okay, so let's close it. Let's close it, or you can close, doesn't matter. So it won't be affected. Okay, you can test this. Just if you type, okay, let's go to your command line now. Press the Windows key, and yes, start the command prompt. There you can type ipconfig, ipconfig. Sorry for my ugly typing. You can type ipconfig, press enter. Just expand this little, then I can see the full screen. Okay, and scroll up a bit. Scroll up. Okay, you can see this is your default gateway. Default gateway is the place that where you have connected. That is probably your router or the switch, router switch. So that is the main point, or your server, but you don't have server at your home. So hopefully this is the router address, and this is your address. So these are very important, your address and the router address. We will learn this in future lessons, internet and email lesson in grade 11. Your address is 192.168.1.7. So whereas the router address is 192.168.1.1. Okay. Remember these two addresses, right? So others will get different addresses, right? Others will get different addresses. Okay. Now can you close the command line? So let's try with the route address first. You can go to the address bar and type the route address. Route address is 1.1. Just type it. 192.168.1.1. And press enter. You can see the router interface. This is your router. Huawei router is, that is your router. So that is your route address. Similar to that, now your computer is also working as a service point. So your address can also be accessed. So press like type that address 1.7. No, not there. So in the address by itself. Yes. 192.168.1.7. That is your address. Okay. Press enter and you will get this dashboard. Great. Right, that is your address, but you cannot see anything meaningful there. That anything you can understand. This is meaningful, but you cannot understand this still. So let's go to your C drive. Okay, where the installation happened. Open Explorer and then go to the C drive. In your C drive, there is a folder called SAM. Go to that, and this SAM folder, there is a folder called htdocs, htdocs. No, you can see the folder there. Don't worry, so you can don't do that. This is htdocs. Double click on that, and let's rename this file. This is index.php now. Let's rename this file. Right click and rename, and put index.php.bac back. අන්තිමට back කියලා දාන්න. PHP වලට පස්සේ dot එකක් තියලා. Put dot and back. That is a backup. Now we are not going to use that file, right? Okay, yes. And let's create our own file. Right click, new text document, new text document. Let's rename that as index. You need to see the extension as well. Therefore, let's do small step. You are using Windows 7. So you go to the organize menu. This is easy in Windows 10. But here in Windows 10, this is little bit difficult. Organize. Folder and search option. So go to view. Here, can you see hide extension for non-file types that you have to untick? Click apply. Okay, actually, I wanted to see the extensions. Okay, Karan. Click OK. This is the txt is the extension. I want to rename that. So please rename that as index.html. Index.html. Now open that with right click on the file and open that with, don't double click. So I didn't ask you to double click. Right click, open the file. Sorry, edit the file, open with Notepad. Go to choose the program and select Notepad. Other programs are there. No, not there. Cancel. Other programs come in under other programs. Use Notepad. Here. Oh, wait. Always use selected program, untick that. We don't need that. This tick එකක් තිබ්බ එකයි. Always use selected program to open this one. There is a tick that you need to untick and click OK. Right. So let's type your name there. Save it. This is very basic document. Pause it. Right, now you have a file index.html that has your name. So let's go back to your server or that browser window again, web browser again. Then close this one. We don't need this one. Now type again. So this dashboard part, can you erase this dashboard? Keep the other things. Erase the dashboard only. That part you can erase. Press enter. And you can see on the, so that is now actually this is what called the web hosting. Web hosting can make it. When you create a website, you can host it. You can put it in your server. Now what you have done, you have created a small web page. Actually, that is not coding. We have just used text to create. We wrote small code, that is your name, and we have hosted it. So that is there. So how can we access using the other devices? So only if you have a mobile phone, and have you joined using that? So to the same, do you have a mobile phone? So if so, can you join to the same Zoom link, please? But no need to turn on the audio. Just disable audio, but just join to the same. Oniti, do you have a mobile phone? If so, oh yeah, okay, Oniti, good. So Oniti, stop sharing this screen and share the mobile phone screen now. Now share the mobile phone screen. You can select the screen. Screen select kara මෙතන එනවා ගොඩාක් option. පල්ලෙහා තියෙනවා screen කියලා. Share කරන්නේ මොකක්ද camera එකද එහෙම එනවා. You can select screen from there and then share it. Can you? Okay, so I'm getting that. Right, good. Can you go to web browser and you can type your server IP address. Server IP address there. Just type, right, 192.168.1.7. That's no, 1 is route IP, 7 is your IP. Press enter and yes, continue to site. Click on continue to site and you can see your name there, right, Oniti. So actually how this came, Oniti? This came from your computer, right? This came from your computer. You can see Oniti that came from your computer. Actually, the web page that you have created in your computer is now shared. So you can access that. So let's say you want to download small file from your computer to your mobile phone, right? You can do that. So how can you download a file from your computer? Can you share the computer screen again? So this will be interactive, right? This will be interactive. That is why I said others should also try this at least once, right? Here, the computer screen. Now, Oniti, let's go to the folder. Let's go to the folder where your files are hosted. And let's say you want to share a small file with your network. And can you go to downloads, please? Downloads. There were several files. Let's say, Oniti, you want to share a file. So let's say you want to share, let's say you want to share this, which file we are going to take? Okay. Can you select any file that you would like to share to your mobile phone? You can select anything that you like to share, image or video or anything that you like. Doesn't matter. Okay, let's see video. So can you get that Narankam video? So it's okay. Okay, you can just copy it down, copy it, right click copy. Go back to your C drive, XAMPP, htdocs. Yeah, double click there and paste it. Right click paste. Paste. Okay. Let's give a simple name, right? Simple name. ABC කියලා දෙන්නකො ඔකට rename කරලා. Okay, now go to your index and open again that with Notepad. Right click. No, don't double click. So close it. Double clicking won't work here. Double click will display that page, but that is not the actual thing. So you have to open with Notepad. So let's write small code. I know that you don't want to learn this in grade 10, but you will need this in grade 11. But still, let's do small coding. href equal, then please type this abc.mp4. So then you can type download video and close this A. So please type the exact same code. You can keep Oniti or you can even erase that. Oniti කියන එක තිබ්බත් කමන්න, erase කරත් කමන්න. හරි. චූට්ටක් එක පල්ලෙහාට ගන්න. Yes. You can now start. Okay. Now it's on. Now please type href equal less than mark. First less than mark. Letter A, then space, then href, then the equal sign, then open the quotation, open double quotation or single quotation, then type ABC, that file name, abc.mp4, close that, right? Keep some space, yes, close it. Then type anything that you like, download video or download cooking recipe, something, so anything that you like. And then close less than mark, slash, and A, and again close it. Okay, now save it. Now save it. Okay, now again share your, now what you can do is please share your mobile phone stream. Only thing that you have done is this in your server. Go back, share your mobile phone stream. Stop sharing your normal stream and you can share your mobile phone stream. Let's see what will happen there. Right. So go back to your web browser and refresh the page, or you can just drag it down. That will refresh. Touch refresh. Okay, now you can see download video, right? It says download. You can click on that link. So what will happen? When you click on that link, it will download that video into your mobile. Understood? So this will not consume any data, right? This will not consume any data. Onity, you got the point?
Yes, sir.
Right? It's not consuming any data because it's going locally in your network. ඒකට data capping එහෙම මුකුත් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. මොකද ඒක වෙන්නේ ඔයාලගේ network එකේ. It's not happening in the internet because you have already you are sharing already downloaded video which is there in your computer, right, using your web server. So what you have done actually, right? මොකද මේ වෙලාවේ මොකද්ද කරේ කියන එක අපි නිකන් බලමු. මේ වෙලාවේ කරේ ඔනිතිගේ web server එකක් හැදුවා. ඔනිතිගේ web server එකක් හදලා ඒ web server එකේ HTML file එකක් host කරා. ඒක දැම්මා. HTML file එකක් දාලා ඉවර වෙලා එයාගේ web server එකේ IP address එක පාවිච්චි කරලා එයාගේ router එකටම connect වෙලා තියෙන mobile phone එකක්. ඇත්තටම ඒ කියන්නේ මෙහෙමයි. දැන් ඔනිතිගේ මේ වෙලා තියෙන දේ බැලුවා මම මේ සිංහලෙන් කියලා ඊට පස්සේ ඉංග්‍රීසි වලින් කියන්නම්. හරි. වඩාත් පැහැදිලි වෙන්න සිංහලෙන් කියන්න. දැන් ඔනිතිගේ ගෙදර තියෙන router එක මේක නම් ඒ router එකට connect වෙලා තියෙනවා ඔනිතිගේ මෙන්න මේ මම දැන් නම් එක ලියනවා. මේ computer එක. මේ computer එකේ address එක තමයි. ඔයගොල්ලෝ දැක්කා ඒක. What is the address of this computer which is connected to the Oniti's router? The address is 192.168.1.7. That is Oniti's computer. Right? Then Oniti has Oniti's router. That is 192.168.1.1. That is Oniti's router. Actually, not only that, Oniti has a mobile phone which is connected to this router. So that is star topology, right? So if you can remember what you have learned, that is star topology. This is star topology network, but it both are connected, I think, wireless using Wi-Fi. Oniti, isn't it? Wi-Fi the connected Latina dekam.
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay. Those are connected using Wi-Fi. That means it's a wireless network. So we call WLAN, wireless local area network. This is Oniti's WLAN, wireless local area network. And this is Oniti's mobile phone. We didn't know the IP address. We didn't check that. But probably, so it should be, if you check it, you can check it using the advanced settings put in your mobile phone connection. Your IP address will be something like this, 192.168.1.80, 1.60 something, right? So that is your IP, but we didn't check that. So let's assume this is the IP address of Oniti's mobile phone. Then what Oniti has done? Oniti has hosted Apache server there. Apache is a web server. So what server can do? Server can provide a service. So Apache web server, Oniti's Apache web server, provide web service. Provide web service. That is why I said this practical is very important. So because you will not learn this client server architecture and local area network in this practical way. In your school, I know most of the schools, I'm not blaming the school, but most of the schools, you are not doing this kind of practical. So, but what you do, you learn this, you study this, you buy hard. This is ගොඩාක් වෙලාවට. මේක කරනවා නම් හොඳයි. හැබැයි කරනවා අඩුයි. කරන්නේ නැති තරම්. කරනවා වෙන්නත් පුළුවන්. So maybe you have done this chapter in your school. So if you have done this, how many of you have completed this chapter in the school? Can you tell? How many of you have completed this chapter in your school? Oh, come on today, no one. My God. So then we are good. Sanuli. Sanuli has completed. Sanuli, did you do this kind of practical, Sanuli? Yes? Sanuli, did you do? But I had Sanuli. Yes or no? Still I cannot hear. So something wrong in your microphone. I don't know, right? So if so, can you send it to the chat? Have you done this kind of practical? I hope mostly not. Right. Anyway. But so we are going to understand this theory using a small practical. Sanali has responded no. Right. Okay. That is the nature. That most of the school, that is the situation. I know. But IT is not just learning in the book, not just by heart in the book. කටපාඩම් කරන එකට IT කියන්නේ information technology. Technology means use of science. That means you should know how to do that. Okay, now actually with this practical, Sanoli and Sanoli's friends, you all have understood, I hope that you understood how to put a web server and how to host a website. Actually, web server provides web service. So the service provided, since this is a network, now this is a network, this is not just single computer, it has two computers. One is a computer, the other one is a mobile phone, and that is connected using a router, using star topology. The star topology එකෙන් connect වෙලා තියෙනවා router එකට mobile phone එකයි තව සමහර devices ඇති සම්ලි මේ කවුද අනිතිකේද ඒවත් connect වෙලා තියෙන පුළුවන් ඒ අතරතුර අපි දකින්නේ මේ part එක විතරයි. We saw Sanoli's computer and we saw Sanoli's mobile phone. So both are connected using this router, using star topology, right? So these are the things that we learned in theory, but we should realize, we should understand this in practical. Right, okay, this is Sanoli's web server. So this is Sanoli's router and this is Sanoli's mobile phone. We learned one advantage of networking is resource sharing. You can share the resources easily. So since you have communication channel now, a network, since there is a web server providing the web service, since there is a web page hosted by Sanoli, that is your index.html page. So what this person can do, Sanoli's mobile phone acting as a service consumer or client. So Sanoli's mobile, not Sanoli, sorry, Oniti's mobile phone is acting like a client. So that is service consumer. Okay, so how you consume the service? There is an Apache web server and there is a Chrome web browser. Chrome web browser. Actually, Chrome web browser is a client software. Right? Chrome web browser is a client software. Client has requested, hey network, I need to access 192.168.1.7 and I need to access that using HTTP service. HTTP service means hypertext transfer protocol. That is what you have written, but you didn't write that. The web browser has automatically added that. Hypertext transfer protocol. I'll show you, right? I need to access HTTP and then you gave the address. Then your web browser client will inform that to the network, router or the switch. So that will find the person and send the request. Server is ready to respond. Server is analyzing where the request came from. It came from 192.168.1.8. That is your mobile phone. Okay, here's my page. Server response. Server එක කියනවා මෙන්න මගෙන් පිටුවක් වෙබ් පිටුවක්. Switch will understand from where it came and to where it should be delivered. The switch deliver it to 192.168.1.8, that is your mobile phone. And your web browser is capable of displaying this web page in your, and what has happened? So since Sanoli's website has a link to a video, sorry, again I'm repeating, since Oniti's server has linked to this video file, mobile phone, only this mobile phone can download that video file from this server. So ultimately, a resource sharing happens. This is the big story behind the small practical. Okay. What do you think? Can you understand the scenario? What has happened there? All the terms are together now, right? Router is there. Your local area network is there. Wireless communication methodology is there. Wi-Fi was there. And client was there. Server was there. A client software was there. Server software was there. Right? Then the network communication was there. Advantages of networking, which is file sharing, resource sharing was there. And not only that, the router can share internet. Router, surely only this router should have internet connection that is shared to both this Apache web server or this both your computer and mobile phone. Clear on this? Any doubts? You can ask if there are any doubts. You can ask. Right. Watch the video again. Try to do this practical alone and try to understand the concepts behind this. With that, right, with that explanation, I would like to conclude the lesson. So that is our networking lesson. So we learn about a lot of things in this. Actually, I have explained a lot of things related to networking. Actually, we have already learned the data representation methods in the computer system. So that is done. I will summarize. I will go and summarize that next day. So then we learn about the logic gates. I will summarize that as well. So probably I'll do the summary of these 2 lessons next week. But after that, after finishing both chapters, I'll be moving to logic gate part. I will summarize both chapters. Dekama labana sathi summarize karna mata chapter ekama karanna nan ba because I have already done that. So I'll anyway summarize and let you remember the things that we have learned, right? Then let's move to the operating systems lesson, which is lesson number 5. Okay. So let's move to that lesson next day. Right after that, so next day, next day operating system after there are also some theory part. And after that, so easy lessons are coming. So that is Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and access the database. So we will do that after finishing the OS lesson. So next day, I'll be discussing the summary. And week after next day, I'll be moving to the new lesson. Then good night. See you all next week.
Good night, sir. Thank you, sir.
Bye.